Oh, there's a bloody fly in here. Is this recording? Good. That's because we're doing art, which means we get to look at my concept wall. Originally, the art had this sort of 3D NES style, and the hero character was based on this doodle that I did years ago. I then tried to make him fit a square more, play around with his proportions a bit. It didn't go well, but I managed to get a sprite working in the end. And then I thought, it's a bit generic, and it's already been done to death, and I don't like where it's going. So I thought I'd try something cutesy and more animal-y, since I figured you can do lots of silhouettes with animals and get lots of creatures which immediately fill the creature with personality. I especially like these two up here. So we did some tests with that. As you saw in earlier videos, and I did lots and lots and lots of trying to figure out how the hell to make these little animals work. In the end, I settled on this guy, which I tried an image of, but it didn't work, so I settled on this guy instead, because I preferred the proportions, more square and easier to animate. Now, big change. Jesus, my shadow's going, bugger. One sec. Okay, lovely. There we go. I did some more drawings and I ended up with this little guy, which I kind of like. It's cleaner, it's sharper, it has a little more detail, and I can do cool things like this with him and do lots of little body shapes, because you'll notice that there are some circles with arrows going through them. Those are anchor points that I can use for the body, which means I can have the same animation set on creatures of different sizes, including a pig, but not this guy, because he's ugly as hell. So, awkward transition to where I am right now. End of transition! This is the original guy that I did in Photoshop. Nice, clean, and vector styled. He's not actually vectors, he's rasterized. And this is the new version of him, her, they. I added some details and I smoothed everything off. The character is also at a higher resolution, so I can, heck, you never know, it might even look nice on 4K now. I think that's basically it. Oh wait, no, I'm in the process of converting this character to the animator, which is here, as you can see. Everything's nice and anchored, and I'll let you know when I have everything moving. That's going to be the next part of the video. Doing some tests for the new animation rig, I've added a prancing system so that the player skips along instead of just gliding. No. I'm playing around with hair physics. Cat beard! They're supposed to be whiskers. New character is in. There's the old character, here's the new character. And they've got a cute little plot going on. The silhouette is nicer, I think, but the arms don't quite fit. The legs are the wrong size, because it looks like the legs are looking you face on, even though the character's looking to the right. And the fur is broken. Look how it's going up instead of down here when I'm jumping. But it works fine when I'm looking to the right. So, next step. I'm going to iterate on the character assets so that the fur hinges are a little nicer and the silhouette works a little better. And I'm going to iterate on the fur code so it's not dumb. There we go. Hey! So obviously I've added some things. I gave our character some lovely HD armor, just cute little fighter style. I also added the scarf, which is just a Unity cloth physics thing. It's pretty, janky. It does the job for now, but I'm not entirely happy with it. We're going to do some work on that, I think. And with the new HD style, I had to update this menu. It all works again, but the style doesn't quite fit. I need to redo the font and the selector thingy so it's a bit more in standard, but otherwise, all the emotions are back on track as well. Instead of using eyebrows or using the full eye, we're using eyelids to emote what we're trying to get across instead. And that works quite nicely, I think. Still need to work on hello, but baby steps. That's all the asset replacements. I also added a jump animation. Woo! And there's a little fall and a little splat when you land as well. Lovely, lovely. And with that jump animation comes a crouching animation. I think he's cute. The bulging eyes was Chloe's idea. She helped out a lot with the animation stuff, actually, just getting the feel right. So, there we go. And that's about it. The HD character is done for now. I'll iterate like this over time. I want to work on the armor so that it's not just so generic fightery, or at least a little more
poppy and fun to look at. And of course, there's just some rough edges that I want to iron out over time. But for now, this is what I need it to be, and I'm going to start working on combat next week. We'll start by adding some animations in and then just building some impact stuff that feels good, I think. Alright, final thing, this isn't really dev related. I am moving and starting a new job over the next 2 weeks. So these videos will be a teeny bit slower for a bit. I don't know how well I'll keep up, but I also don't know how to finish this video. Bye!